Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So trackies, the World Indoor Championship qualifier start lists are out, and right off the bat, there is no Kishane, no Tia Clayton. However, there is a Shericka Jackson, and I have to tell you, this makes things very, very, very interesting. Now, y'all know that I have, very strong opinions and thoughts as it relates to this 60 meters and who could potentially represent us at the World Indoor Championships. So I want to dive into this women's 60 meters because, as I said, there's no Tia Clayton, and right now it's making things very, very interesting because I'm seeing a Shericka Jackson on the start list. Now, y'all know, based on what I've been seeing so far this season, I've been saying that Tia Clayton, hands down, looks to be the best technical sprinter we have right now over that 60-meter distance, given what we have seen her do so far this season. Right now, clearly this World Indoor Championship qualifier is a new thing, but my thought process was whether or not she goes to this World Indoor Championship qualifier, Tia Clayton, in my mind, is a natural, selection athlete based on what we have seen so far. Now, it makes things interesting because we're also seeing a Shericka Jackson on the start list, and my expectation was actually not to see Shericka at all being interested in competing, in the World Indoor Championships, right? But she's here, which means that she is clearly interested in competing. Now, Shericka Jackson has a personal best from competing indoors already at the World Indoor Championships, a 7.04 seconds. So she's already tried and proven. So it's interesting that she's actually here. And the only thing I can think of is that, well, given, the fact that she's not necessarily had the best year in 2024, maybe her seeding isn't the best right now, and she pretty much has to reprove herself, especially the fact that she's coming from injury. She has to reprove herself and separate herself from the rest of the pack. But I think that's going to be easily achieved by a Shericka Jackson because given the fact that she ran that 7.18 seconds, the fastest she's ever clocked outdoors with a horrible start. Looked like she just fell asleep in the blocks. Didn't even remember she was racing. Got up, caught up to Jodine Williams, shut it down. Looking good. I thought to myself, okay, Shericka is back, ready to bounce, even faster than ever, in my opinion, given what we saw, right? Though, as I said, the execution wasn't the best on the day. The times and how she looked told us that, look here, Shericka is in for something massive. So she's here. My opinion, as I'm saying, maybe she has to reprove herself. Plus, also, she's only ran the 60-meter once, so possibly she needs more races as well under her belt, which is why she's entering this competition. Unlike a Tia Clayton that I believe will also want to be a part of this conversation, though I haven't heard anything from a Stephen Francis, side saying Tia is going like he said Kishane is going. My thought process is, given what I've seen her doing so far this season, natural progress is, and everything that we've seen from every other MVP athlete over the years, Tia is a good bet for going to the World Indoor Championships. But Shericka Jackson pretty much has to reprove herself and separate herself from the pack. So she's run a 7.18. There are quite a few other athletes that have also run that 7.18 as well. Plus, we've also realized that Tina Clayton, sister of Tia Clayton, is also seemingly on the uptrend back now as well. So it seems as though Shericka Jackson pretty much has to go to this World Indoor Championship qualifier and prove that, hey, I'm still, one of the best, if not better than everybody else in this lineup right now, right? So that's how things stand right now with a Shericka Jackson. As I said, in my opinion, it's a bit confusing. I'm not really sure what's going on, so I'm just throwing things out there, and I'm thinking that, hey, y'all can tell me what you think in the comment section below. Now, also, there's no Kishane Thompson. No, when I originally did my video talking about, what was I talking about? The 60 meters, right? And that things would be interesting. And the fact that Stephen Francis said that, Kishane would be going. A lot of y'all, didn't focus on the wording that Stephen Francis was using. And I said, based on what he was saying, in my opinion, it didn't sound to me like Kishane Thompson was going to go to the World Indoor Championship qualifier. And here we have, he's not a part of the World Indoor Championship qualifier. And also, remember, he said that as long as they call upon him, he's ready to go and represent Jamaica. Now, given what we've seen over previous years when it comes to the World Indoor Championships, typically they go with, who is fastest, seeded athletes as well. As long as they show their interest, then, they're pretty much, put into the team. So I'm thinking that that's what Stephen Francis is going off as well in 2025, even though there's a World Indoor Championship qualifier, right? So That's my thought there when it comes to Kishane. Honestly, I can't say that there's anybody that I would put on the team over Kishane Thompson, even though he's not participating in this World Indoor Championship qualifier. His first race of the season, he clocked a 6.48 in a negative 2.2 meters per second wind, and then he went on from there. He went indoors, ran 2 races, and clocked 6.56 seconds. There's nobody that has ran anything remotely close to what he's done so far, whether it be outdoors. And I know Julian Fort has clocked that 6.48 as well, but one was done in a positive, one was done in a negative wind, right? Positive 1.0, negative 2.2. So I still don't think it's comparable, especially the mere fact as well that one was done earlier on in the season, one, a little bit later on as well, right? So preparation, I think, would be further along for Kishane. So if he came out and really ran now, in my opinion, he would be laying down something else incredible, right? So as things stand right now, though, track is most of the other athletes that we're expecting to be a part of the 60 meters are all there, right? So they pretty much all have to prove themselves if they want a slot on the team. The only ones missing, as I said, interestingly, are Tia Clayton and also Kishane Thompson. I've given you my thoughts as it relates to potentially what this could mean, right? As I said, Stephen has already indicated Kishane's interest. He hasn't really said anything for Tia. However, my natural thought process is that, well, given what we've seen over the years with every other athlete and how Tia has been competing this season, it would be a disservice for her not to go here, especially the experience that she would also gain from competing here at the World Indoor Championships to prepare her for eventually the World Championships outdoors that will come up in September, right? So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. What do you think, is the story here when it comes to who is participating, who is not participating? What do you think will happen at the end of the day? Also, I'm seeing here that some, international athletes are, also competing. I suppose they probably need a qualifying time as well, or maybe more races underneath their belt. Whatever the case is, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.